Good afternoon, everyone. Gabe Velazquez here with you, transparenttrading-solutions.com on a Tuesday. This is the 12th of December. We got a Fed meeting tomorrow. Obviously, that's going to be the big mover today. Just the continued grind higher in the S&P with the rollover and everything else that we mentioned continues. Under the surface, all kinds of stuff going on. We got Oracle getting hit. A lot of these Mag 7 stocks kind of just churning. Let's get right into the charts and check it out. Okay, so starting with the S&P, you can see the S&P even today just kind of churning, heading up to a potential level here around 40. It's sitting right at 4,700, 4,778. 4717, not a great looking level. I wouldn't put a lot of emphasis on it. But tomorrow, we'll see if, the VIX finally breaking 12. We'll see if that actually does have this market retreat a little bit. We're kind of in that phase where it's just momentum keeps going and very little to stop it. Algorithms, basically just an absence of selling really in the averages. So it's going to be interesting to see what tomorrow brings with the Fed, see if he throws cold water on the notion that, we're going to start easing next year. I think that's really part of the premise why the market keeps going up. So all in all, can't fight this move here, obviously. But until we actually see some selling coming in, I would not be shorting the indexes. Maybe that happens tomorrow. Maybe again, we're ready. We haven't even had any kind of pullback, which has been really frustrating for any kind of, in the short term, it's just been a slow grind higher, no pullbacks to mention. Similarly with the NASDAQ, that's actually right near an all-time high. That looks like it's going to make an all-time high. The Dow already did make an all-time high. So, shorting is obviously very, very tricky right here in that regard. Bond market just kind of churning around the 4% level. This has also been, generally speaking, trading futures has been very, very challenged lately. There haven't been a ton of opportunities, even with the dollar. The dollar's also been kind of just floating around sideways. You got rollover coming up on all the currencies. You got ECB coming on Thursday, Bank of England, Bank of Swiss Bank also. As you can see, just the kind of sideways kind of just churn and burn all across all the currencies. You can see the peso. So it's been, it's been rather challenging, I have to tell you, with regards to, aside from what's going on with some of the earnings plays and so forth, even energy. So gold looks like it's trying to hang in there around the 2000 mark. I think this is going to have a move tomorrow with the Fed. If it can't hold on to 2000, I think it's going a lot lower. Silver has taken the brunt of the selling. As you can see, that thing looks like it's headed back down to maybe 22 also. And energies just continue to be under pressure. Oil looks like it's headed back below 67. That's a support area, nothing really to mention. And then nat gas, which we're in right now, in fact, we're kind of trying to trade around this. Looks like nat gas is also, just all the energy products just continuing to be under pressure. We got a little bit of a bounce yesterday, sitting right on the lows from Sunday, from yesterday. So we'll see if it looks like if it can't hold on to 225 on nat gas, and it's probably headed back down to 2 and even lower. I mean, we've seen nat gas at 150, so that's not out of the realm of possibilities. And then on the grain markets, back and forth trading here with the soybeans and wheat was something that I was interested in. Back down around $6 a bushel. So generally speaking, again, I think you have to be super patient here. I think tomorrow we are going to get some, either obviously, with all these markets literally at all-time highs, very, very tough to be shorting against these. But there's some opportunities coming up in some stocks. AMD in particular, just to give you some ideas here, AMD is right up against, a resistance level, big 140. This thing has had a massive run up. All the rest of the Mag 7 really just kind of churning. NVIDIA still kind of just floating between 450 and 470. Apple still can't get above a new high. So there's just a lot of rotation internally going on inside the market. Also with the even the small caps can't get any traction here. They're obviously big time laggard, not anywhere near all-time highs, but also just kind of churning around here sideways. So yeah, generally speaking, again, the VIX at under 12. Who knows if the VIX is going to, is actually going to count this time around? Being that again, we haven't had this kind of complacency in a long time. Usually, you hit an air pocket, so maybe the Fed is going to put a damper on things. But until we actually see some meaningful selling, it's really tough to short against these markets right now. Okay, all right, everybody. Again, subscribe to the newsletter. I just had a class coming up. I'll probably put something, with Christmas coming up, and probably not till the new year. But in any event, I'll see you guys on Friday. We'll see what happens with the Fed, and go from there. Okay, all right. Take care. Have a great rest of your week.